What's going on? What's going on? Hey, just a little update. A little update here. Man, oh man, since my training, let's see, where can I start? Okay, so last Thursday morning, I went and took my tests for my Class A CDL, my permit test. So I passed. All right, so I had to take four tests basically. Okay, so those of you who don't know, um, in when you go to CDL training, there are a few things that's gonna happen. The first thing is you gotta take your CDL permit test, and it goes like this. And I know a few folks out there on YouTube already mentioned it, but you have to take your knowledge and skills, combination, and air brakes. Okay, I think your knowledge and skills is like 48 or 50 questions. Your combination is probably like 20 or 25 questions, and your air brakes is like 20 questions or something like that. And if your driver license, um, if you just renewed your driver license a year ago, you don't have to take your Class C refresher test. But per my instructor, she's like she haven't seen yet where anyone has gone to DMV to take their Class A permit where they didn't have to take their Class C refresher. So in essence, I took four tests. Okay, so it went like this: I took knowledge and skills, combination air brakes, and Class C refresher. Not too happy with my Class C. I missed two or three or something like that. I aced my air brakes, I aced my combination, and I missed four on my knowledge and skills. So I passed everything the first time, and I was happy. Okay, totally happy because come Saturday, because I go to weekend classes over Roadmaster. So come Saturday, you had to have your permit in order to be able to drive. So we were taking the trucks out first time Saturday morning and Sunday. So so with that, I was able to drive um, my first commercial vehicle. God, look at my cheeks, man. I got a fat cheek. But I was able to drive, um, get behind the wheel of a Freightliner my first time, and I gotta say, I'm hooked. I'm hooked. It was totally cool. I was a little nervous at first, but after getting down double clutching, with regular shifting, that's one thing. Doing double clutching, downshifting is another, especially when you're trying to give the trucks a little more fuel, a little bit more gas to bring the RPMs up, so you can shift into gear to slow it down. But it's definitely a learning curve. I definitely love it. We were on the pad or the black top doing a little um, just regular um, um, I forget what they call it. It's like regular shifting without using the gas. And I think we were able to start in third gear. We probably got up to like fifth gear on the pad, and we practiced downshifting as well. Still double clutching. Um, so that was cool. So come the next day, the group of us that we had, it was four of us plus the trainer. So we were able to take the truck out, and trainer, she's amazing. She is amazing. She don't play. I mean, I can't give out names, but just know she ain't playing, and she'll call you out, and she'll stop you, and but it's a learning curve, and I gotta say, man, I loved every bit of it. I loved every bit of it. I'm learning. I'm learning. I'm learning. So I asked her. I said, hey, so just curiosity, you know, I see a lot of trucks or trailers out here that are set. Look like they got their tandem slid all the way back. I said, why our tandems aren't slid back? I said, is that a 48 footer? She was like, no. We going for the max. She said, I don't play. She said, when we take it out, we going for the max. She said, we rolling a 53. So I was like, all right, all right, all right. So we out here rolling in a nice tractor with a 53-foot trailer connected to it, and we're all over my area. I mean, we're all over in our practice area, not on the pad. We're out in the street. All right, so we're all over the area. We're driving, we're shifting, we're turning, We're making the right turns. We're using our convex mirrors. I mean, we're looking at where our rear wheels are at in reference to the curve. I mean, we're all on it, and it's great. I mean, with this being said, you're not gonna know until you get behind the wheel of that truck and you see where you're wheeling and turning and how far you can see out. And I mean, it's a lot, but it's I can't even tell you. It's amazing. You know, when I hear them guys on YouTube talking about, just get into the game. You just got to get into it. Just go out and try it. We can't tell you. We can't tell. We just give you information. You know what? They're right. You won't know until you get out there and you try it. You got to go out there and you got to go do it. If you're committed to it, you just got to go out there, sign up, take the training, get going, get going. When you do it, you got it. You gonna see it. You're gonna see it. Okay. All right. So that afternoon we started doing straight line backing. Straight line backing was cool. Didn't have a problem with it. She had basically we had our window down with our left hand out the window, basically kind of to the mirror, and our right hand at 12 o'clock on the steering wheel. So she's like, all I want you to do is quarter turn left, quarter turn right if you need to correct the vehicle. So she's our instructor. She's sitting right there and she's walking beside the vehicle. I'm looking at my right mirror just to see where the rear of my trailer is at, and I'm keeping it in the line. So I mean, you backing all the way up. And then she says, okay, I want you to drive all the way back down to the end, and I want you to do it again. We did that about, I don't know, 10 times, maybe 15 times each, because she wanted us to get it. All right. So, I mean, so it's been a blast, man. I can't get over it. It's been amazing. And for those of you who might be thinking, you might be saying, okay, well, you paying this money for this training. Is that trainer going to give it to you, or is that school going to just give it to you? No, they ain't giving it to you. Okay. They ain't giving it to you. They going to document your performance. So if you're sitting there and you're not doing well, and that instructor or that trainer is telling you and they're correcting you and you ain't listening, when it comes time for them to sign this, see, they have this paperwork that they have to sign at the end of every class, or the end of every Sunday, end of that class. And it documents, check mark your performance and what you've done, how you're listening, and how you're doing. If you need more training, they're going to document, and they're going to write on there, if this driver needs more straight backing, more gear shifting, more double clutching, more, I mean, they're going to document what they see. Believe me, they're paying attention while they're out there on the road with you. So, get out there, do your best. Don't play. I mean, it's nothing to play with. I got a 5-speed little car, and when I'm driving now, I practice double clutching. When I'm coming to a stop, I'm practicing my double clutching. I'm giving the gas and I'm throwing it to the next gear. I'm practicing because it's different from, now people say if you can drive a stick, you can drive a truck. Maybe about that much is true. It's different. It's just different. It's different. There's a thing that's called, you hear people talking about on trucks. If you go too deep on the clutch, you're starting to engage the clutch brake. You only need to go deep on the clutch when you're at a dead stop, or you're taking off in that gear. You're taking off from a dead stop. When you're regular driving and you're shifting, you don't need to go that deep on your clutch. You only go maybe a couple inches in, and that's enough to engage that clutch so that you can shift that gear. All right. So it's different. It's different. It's totally different. Man, I'm so excited. I'm trying to make sure I maintain my train of thought, my thought pattern. So this week passed. It was a lot. It was a lot going on. I was so happy. Now I have a few more tests to take, a few more endorsements I need to get up under my belt that I'm going for, and I'm not going to stop. I dig it. It's totally worth it. I've been looking at it for years, and I kept saying, man, I want to do that. I need to get my license. Can I do it? Blah, blah, blah. I've been looking at videos. I've been following people on YouTube, and, it's not about the money, because I structure I've done my research. I've done my homework. I find out what will work for me, what company might work for me. Should I go through a training company and finance it, or should I pay for it myself? Meaning I want to be in control of looking for the company who might hire me, even though I'll be a new driver. So I've done my research. I've done my legwork. Um, but um, it's just one of those things where um, I could have very well went for the companies who are represented through Roadmaster and select one of those companies, or I very well could have went through Warner, who's right there as well. But I gotta say, man, you just like I said before, you hear these people talking, and they're telling you, what to do and how you can, you just got to make that decision. And like I said, they're not lying. You got to get out here. First of all, you got to make your mind up. You got to decide what it is you want to do, and you just got to do it. You just got to jump out there and do it. And when you do that, then you'll see the path. I mean, it'll start laying down like bricks. You'll see it. It's progressing. So you'll see it. You'll be like, okay, well, this week we're all in books. This week we're testing. This week we're doing this. We got to study this week. You know, every time I went somewhere, I had my phone. On my phone, I had apps that allowed me to practice test my Class A testing, and I stay on it. Even like right now, I stay on it because I got tests that I need to take. So when I go back to DMV, I'm gonna take 2 more tests. I'm definitely gonna take my tanker, and I'm probably gonna take doubles and triples or something like that. I don't know, but I'm just gonna take 2 at a time until I finish, until I get my license. So you just got to make your mind up. You're looking at these videos, you're hearing people talk, and and you know you know I mean, you got to do it, man. You just got to do it. It's worth it. It's fun. I took my time. I studied. I did fairly well to me. I didn't have to go back and take it multiple times, which don't matter. Ain't nobody. I ain't perfect. If I would have messed up, guess what? I would have went back again. I would have took it. I started on Thursday. Had I would have messed up and missed a test or something, I would have been back in there Friday, or I would have stayed there that Thursday until I got the test. All right. So, those videos are good on YouTube. Man, they look great. But the average person just can't go and get behind the wheel. So you got to get that training in. Okay, you got to get that training in. And I'm on the road. I'm doing it. Come next weekend. Excuse me. I think one day we're going to be practicing everything that we've went over so far. Straight line backing, double clutching. And then we're gonna start doing offset backing. Me and my mom was talking. I was telling. I said, I can't believe how professional, how much is involved in operating and maintaining this vehicle. And now I see. Now I know why. So those of you who are sitting back chilling, and you still on the rock, you still on the sideline, you still like, man, I don't know what to do. I'm gonna tell you, just do it. Just go do it. I'm not gonna lie. A training school, they're gonna take care of you. They're gonna want to get you in there. They're gonna want to get you going. They're gonna try to work with you towards the financing. And if your credit is okay, if you can get a loan, then get a loan and pay for it. Especially if the interest rate is lower than what the training school is going to charge you, because they can get you financed as well. I mean, there are multiple ways to do this training and get this school going. Shouts out to folks who I see out there on YouTube. Trucker named Jay. I was looking at him this weekend, and he made a comment about how he feel about finally being in a place where he feel like things are working out, things are starting to fall in line. And I replied back to his post, and I said, don't stop, keep moving. I said, that's called success. That's called progress. That's called finally making it. That's called being proud, being a professional. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. I'm just gonna tell you, that's what it's about. When I saw that video, I was cool. Then I seen the right brother go back and reply on it, and he was like, you was right. Don't listen to what people say. You know, we're just out here giving you information. It's going to be up for you to grow. You know what, and do it and get it done. And they're right. You know, you seeing it, you looking at it, you're interested, and I'm gonna tell you, if you're interested in it, and you're looking at it that hard, and you're really attentive to it, and it's something that you digging and you like, when you get behind that wheel and you finally, you know, take those steps to get up into that seat, or you're gonna hold those, you're gonna address those 3 points of contact for safety, and you get into that truck, and you there, and you just like, this is cool. You're gonna be like, I'm gonna do everything I can to make it work. Not to mention when you're doing a straight line backing, and you sit back in there, and you doing your 12 o'clocks, and you looking at your rear view, you're looking at your side mirrors, and you looking at the tail of that trailer go left to go right, and you finally learning how to correct it and keep it straight. You getting it. It's gonna make all the sense in the world to you. It's just cool. Not that it's cool. It's just it's pleasant. It's pleasant. It's pleasing because of the success that you see yourself doing. It's the success. It's the success factor. You know, you see yourself starting here, and then you see yourself going up here. It's you know, it's cool. And for me, like I told my mom, I told her it's worth it. I totally love it thus far, and she says, you know, I'm happy, I'm pleased that you like it as much as you do. Okay, for me, if I can do this school, take tests, go through training, miss church, and I don't like missing church on Sunday. I'm not lying. I want to be in church. I like hearing the Lord's word. If I can do that and finish obtaining my bachelor's degree, I got 2 classes to go. You can sign up for school and get your CDL. Okay, I'm just telling you. And I work. I'm not home. I work. I work 40 plus hours a week, and I'm on call. And I'm on call every once a month. Okay, so that's my stomach. I reckon I need to eat. So so you can do it. You just gotta you know, those videos are cool, but you just gotta do it. You just gotta get out there. You just gotta get out there and do it. I'm gonna show you something. This is my paper that I keep studying. You know, it has like my air brakes, system checks, and all my stuff on it. And I keep it. It's bent because I keep it in my pocket. So when I go somewhere, I'm constantly studying it. I'm looking at it, I'm studying it because I want to know what to do. So, so I've given you a little update. I'll give you more update later as I keep progressing. Um, I'm just saying I'm happy. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. I'm happy. So more power to you. Look for a school. Look for a certified school that gives you 160 hours of training because most of the companies are going to request it. And if they don't, these $1,300 and $1,400 schools that say train by the hour, and you know, you can come in when you want to come in and stuff like that, I don't recommend those schools. I recommend a school that's going to give you what the companies, what the big companies are asking for with those 160 credit hours of training. Okay, so I've told you a lot. I'm still happy. I'm still moving forward, and much love, much success to you. Don't stop. Get out there and do it. If I can do it, you can too. All right. Take care.